my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. It's gift to November time. What I'm talking about, of course, Great Sewing Challenge started by fantastic Alison from Sew Like Dottie and amazing Adam from Adam Sews. Those two vloggers got together last year and they motivated us to make gifts during month of November to allow us to enjoy festivities and a little bit more free time in December. And myself, I loved this challenge. It was so much fun. So this year, as soon as they mentioned that they are thinking about this again, and I was like, count me in, I'm doing it. I just love sewing gifts. I love giving handmade gifts. And I do have a tendency to go overboard with them. So this year, I'm doing additional challenge for myself. I am planning to make small gifts that will not require me to spend hours on one item. I'm planning to make gifts that are either tried and true or something that can elevate the actual gift. And I will give you a few examples of what I'm planning. How to enter this challenge? Of course, on Instagram. You need to post on the 30th of November using a hashtag #agifttonovember23 and tagging Alison and Adam. I will leave all the information in the description below. Before I will get to what I'm planning, I wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who subscribed to our channel. And I mean our, because my daughter Alice is participating in some of the videos, and she does have a fair bit of creative influence over what I do on my channel, i.e. she very often criticizes me behind the camera or suggesting something, etc. So we are very happy you are here with us, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate if you consider it, if you like our content, and press the subscribe button. And don't forget, like and comment. I love chatting with you guys in comments. It's one of my favorite parts of doing YouTube, that you get to meet so many new people, and it's just fantastic. So while I'm talking about the admin stuff, so I won't forget, I wanted to mention two vloggers that are doing the vlog tours, one day before me and one day after me. So don't forget to, sorry, I need to check my notes. I'm very bad with names recently. I think it's called menopause. Anyway, don't forget to check Stacy from Stacy's J Studio and Anne from Summer Room Sewing. Both are great vloggers. They are small channels and they are fantastic ladies. So go check their videos. And as always, I will leave all information in the description below. So if there is a fabric I'm talking about, if it's available, I will leave the link down below. If it's a pattern or tutorial or any kind of additional information required, everything is in the description below. So you can find plenty of things there. So go check the description box. So as I mentioned, I'm very good at making big grunge gifts, like elaborated hoodies or sets or jackets, things like that. I usually don't do the little things, and I thought that I will share with you ideas of things that I made in the past, either for myself, and I love them, or for someone else, and I use them as a gift, and they were very, very appreciated. So first thing is the mug rack. I'm not a specialist in quilting. I'm not nowhere near even dreaming of doing elaborated mug racks like Fantastic Easy from Dizzy Quilts and Sews, and I don't even attempt to go near those elaborated mug racks. But I do love a good mug rack, and actually it's something that I made a few years ago, and I recently destroyed accidentally mine. I just put a little bit, like I put the cap on my mug rack, didn't realize that there was a paint on the bottom of the cap. Don't ask me from where it got there, and I just couldn't wash it off, and it looked awful, and I got so annoyed that I just threw it out. So I made myself a new one. It's like that. It's not binded, it's just basically a panel from the fabric I had, and it's like a curtain fabric. A little bit of fat quarters from Aldi. For the back is just upholstery fabric, like a curtain fabric. I put lightweight batting inside, and I put one layer of flannel because I didn't want it to be super puffy, and I only had in my stash very puffy, like an inch thick polyester batting, so I didn't want to use it in the mug rack that obviously, you know, is used with the hot stuff. And I just, so I did the top part, and I did tiny bit of quilting on the machine and some decorative stitches. As I mentioned, nothing elaborate, it's just sew all layer of the small batting and flannel, and the top layer will hold together. And then I put the front part and the back part right sides together, stitched, left the opening, turn it around, top stitch or edge stitch around, and I have a mug rack that will serve me well, hopefully, for another year or so. Second gift suggestion is something I made out of a need. So I got this book a few months ago. It's Ahead of the Curve by Jenny Rushmore from Kashmirette, and I started reading it, and then I had to stop. You know, I read it as a bedtime lecture. I know I'm weird, but anyway, and I needed to mark where I finished, so I put a piece of paper where I finished, but it was just driving me insane. You know, it seemed so random, and I thought that this book deserved better, so I made myself a little bookmark. It's very, very easy to make. I used quite medium weight interfacing, did just a bit of scrap basting and tiny bit of ribbon. Actually, this ribbon is from the packaging from the fat quarters in Aldi. So whenever you buy fat quarters in Aldi, they're usually wrapped either with the cotton twill tape or with the ribbon. This time it was ribbon, so I just stitched them together. So this is actually a great gift if you have someone in your life that loves reading books. You can either get them a voucher for their favorite bookstore and just attach the little bookmark and say, you know, happy reading, get yourself a book you want. Or if you know what book they want or the series of the books, just get them the books, put the bookmark inside, and it is something they want plus something personalized that you made for them, thinking about them, especially if you use fabrics that you know they might like. For example, I know that for Chris I could use anything with the Marvel characters or with Minions, and he would know it's just for him. The next gift is something I will be making a lot of this year. It will be my go-to gift for teachers and workers in Alice's school, and it's a notepad with pencil case. So I will get lovely notepads in the bookstore, and I will make matching pencil case. They are very basic, simple pencil case. I self-drafted them. I'm planning tutorial for the channel of how I make the pencil cases like that, and I will show you the one that's slightly bit more elaborated. I use this for the crossword book, and I will be giving this crossword book in the care package for a care home resident here in County Kildare. By the way, if you are in Ireland, there is great action of taking care of sending parcels to care residents in across the country. You can sign up and you can include some homemade gifts or handmade, and one of the suggestions were like Sudoku puzzles or crossword puzzles. So I thought a crossword puzzle book and a little pencil case with few pencils or pens would be something nice. So I will make a tutorial for the channel hopefully over next few days, and I will show you how I make those pencil cases in various sizes for various needs. The last gift, and the one that took the most time out of all of them, but the one that I'm actually the most proud of, is the Cosy pouch by Incomplete Stitches. So that's the pattern. Actually, Incomplete Stitches is the Irish pattern designer, and she has fantastic back patterns. And I never tried her patterns before, but when I saw those pouches when she released the pattern a few months ago, I was like, oh no, I have to get them because they nest nicely, and I have so many ideas of what I want to make with those. And I do love any kind of fabric boxes, things like that. So I made one for myself, and I made size medium. And of course, I wouldn't be myself if I wouldn't do something different. So the pattern calls for cotton batting, and I didn't have any cotton batting in my stash. So I thought, maybe I can use something else. And in the pattern, it suggested that you use 2 layers of batting to make everything more stable. So I thought, maybe I can use something that already stable and just add interfacing, and it will be grand. So what I did, I went to my corner with my faux leathers and, you know, cork fabrics and vinyls and stuff like that, and I got this vinyl from Ecobee I bought a few months ago. I used it. It wasn't smooth sailing, not because of the pattern. Pattern is great, the instructions are fantastic. It's just, you know, it was a little bit more difficult doing it with the faux leather. Originally, I had a thought of adding the back foam inside, but after one trial of trying to stitch through the faux leather and the back foam, I just gave up. But I used fat quarters from Aldi for the lining and for the outside. I had the rope in my stash, and instead of doing the leather closing like a rope stopper from the pattern, I just used one of the plastic rope stoppers I had in my stash because I know I will use it a lot. And you might ask what I will make with it. So first, I'm gonna use this as my makeup bag. So, you know, because of doing the YouTube, I did acquire a few new cosmetics for doing makeup, and I just want to put them something nice that I can have handy, so I'm not rummaging through the boxes of various things looking, where did I put my mascara? Because I don't do makeup that often except for videos, so, you know, it's just always get dumped somewhere. I'm also planning to make one for one of my neighbors, and I'm planning to use this size and just use the bottom of the smaller size as a template for the coasters, and just make it as like a little holder for the coasters for her table. And there are so many variations of that pattern that I wanted to make all of them straight away, but I decided I would just go first with the basic version. It's very quick to make, relatively. I think it took me an hour to do it all, with trying to figure out little bits and pieces to do slightly differently, because I was using faux leather. So I do think this pattern is great. So if you like things like that, give them a try. And they come in 3 sizes. So the small size is 12 centimeters in diameter, so the medium one is 16 and the large one is 20. There are various options. You can have a basic one with just quilted panel, you have color blocking options, you have a wave option, you have option with cut out circle. Just, you can make hundreds of them using few fabrics and they wouldn't look similarly. So you know, it's fantastic pattern. I highly recommend you give it a try. I will be also including with some of my gifts some of the handmade decorations I'm making this year. So this year I'm obsessed with the embroidery hoop decorations. There isn't that much hand sewing included, or any sewing included. I stitched those 2 fabrics together, and then there is a bit of hand stitching at the back. Don't worry, the back will be covered, but I think they are adorable and cute, and they are very quick to make. I'm planning also a tutorial for that, for the various sizes and things you can make with those. I made recently one for our lovely hairdresser. She loved it, and I actually loved making it. It was great fun. So it's something that you might like to do. Decorations are a fantastic way of telling people I care about you. You can personalize them, use fabrics they like, or colors they like, and it would be something that would be cherished year after year. I have on our Christmas tree decorations that I brought from Poland. It will be 17 years ago, that were gifted to me when I was a kid, and they are still cherished, and they were handmade stuff. And I think things like that do get passed on from generation to generation, and they mean a lot to people, especially to crafty people. Let me know what you are making for Christmas this year. Is there anything particular that you are excited to make? I hope you enjoy listening to my suggestions and my sewing plans. Don't forget, check other vloggers that are posting under hashtag a gift to November 23. Alison is preparing a whole playlist with all the vlogs for this year. And I will leave link to my last year's vlog below if you are interested what I was planning to make last year. And because we all have very busy month of sewing ahead of us, don't forget, clean your sewing machine and change your needle. And check if you have enough needles. If you don't, stock up. Black Friday is coming. Happy sewing. Bye.